I think what I'm going to go ahead and do before I shut my truck off and go inside is kill the power here so I can open this up. What I need to do is take those out, put those in, so bin 12 next time we run can unload. And I need to get a paint marker. And don't let me forget to get a paint marker when I walk back to the truck, so I can mark bin 11, bin 12. No more guesswork. But, alright, let's see what happens here. I'm going to go get, what do I need? This flathead screwdriver, seriously, that's all my lugs are? Alright, let's walk over and get a flathead screwdriver. I even have fancy ones. They're for electrical. There ain't no electric on there, so I really don't need them. But, that's what they're made for. And it's 25 degrees, and I'm not shutting that truck off until I'm ready to go inside the scale house. Look at this. This is Frosty edition of the Master Force Montezuma toolbox. And there is my fancy flag. You think they'd be square, but they're not square. It'd be nice if they were square. I really should have some of the that anti-corrosion stuff. I can't think of what it's called. It's black. Put it on them wires when I change it out. But let's see if I can get you guys somewhere. You can watch me do this because it's exciting. Oops. There we go. Now you can see, I think. I would turn you sideways, but I don't know. I'm too cheap to buy a camera. Now, if I had a bunch of likes and a lot of this where it made it better, I probably would buy the actual camera. But I'm going to use my phone because I'm not the millennial farmer. I'm not Cole. I'm not Welkers. I'm not Tony. I'm not Dirt Perfect and all those guys. Those cameras are expensive. Alright. Let's see what we can screw up here. We have to do this on bin 7 and 8 too. What I'd like to do is just put one box here, got the power coming in, put a dual breaker box here. That's all you gotta do is turn whichever breaker on that you want to run. And then you don't have to do this. I think that would be the smart thing to do. But shit. Red, blue, yellow. Okay, did you guys see where those wires were? Check it real quick just with the, we should be good. I guess if I want to really do it, I can pause this, well, stop this and watch it and make sure I put them in the right spot. And, you know, why would I do them one at a time? That would make too much sense. Oh, that and you got a headache. You don't think the smartest. I do have plans on making a video showing y'all the thing that robbed my hand from me. It wasn't its fault. It was my fault. It didn't do anything wrong. I just haven't done it yet. The bad thing is, then you get to do this again when we go to unload back out of this bin. That's where I would like to put a double throw box in here. Got one power inlet, that's all it needs, because you only run one bin at a time anyway. And then you just flip which breaker you want. To me, that would make a whole lot more sense. I don't think we're going to be hauling out anytime soon, I don't believe, but at least this will be done. This bin needs cord. I really ought to core it today while I'm here. I can run out of 12, core it, and put everything in the bin 2 or bin 7. I ought to do that, but I'm not sure if that's what the bosses want to do, because really, in my opinion, if you're going to core a bin, get it out of here. That way you ain't gonna mess with it again. When we cored this bin, there's only about 2 loads really. It looked, nasty. Oh, the rest of them didn't look too bad. Oh, we're done. Here we go. Shut her back up. No fireworks happen, but I don't have power on. Don't have power on out there. So that's what I wanted to do before I went inside. Because I didn't see the point of shutting my truck off, doing my thing in there. Then, I guess I could have just brought the screwdriver back out here, but if I would have just brought the screwdriver back out here, then I would have needed something else. And then I had to walk back to the warehouse or the office, because that's a long walk. I mean, that's like, what is that, 70 yards? That's a long walk. Can't do that. I love to walk, but at least with my truck right here, I have everything I need. Mobile. I would love to be able to update my truck, but I just can't afford it. I'd like to have an F450 with a utility flatbed so I can pull gooseneck. I'm a die-hard Ford guy, but my uncle bought this truck new in 04. That's the only reason I would buy a Dodge, because most people buy Dodges and they just, what's a word I can use, it won't make people mad. They don't, it's not been violated. There we go. I think maybe that'll be a safe word for everybody. But, alright, well, I am going to go in. I think I'll go over and start the Blue Pete up, let it warm up for him. And then I'm going to go in, turn the leg on, let it run. And I'm going to turn the wet drag on, make sure it's going to be okay. And I might go ahead and dump that truck, so it'll be dumped for him. And then all I got to do is come and go. Well, that'll probably change before it even happens. Alright, we'll catch you.